Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you could play Harry Christmas off the Halls album. And it starts off with this really cool lead lick. We're going to end up capoing this on 3rd fret to match the recording. But it starts off with the 2nd fret on the G string, and you kind of do a slide to 4th fret, and then we go back to 2nd on the G, open G, 2nd on the D, and then open D. So you got A, B, A, G, E, D is kind of that kickoff lick. And then from there, we go into kind of our main verse progression. And we start on a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and 3rd finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about putting the 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret, pinky on the high E string 3rd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then from the G major, we're going to be going to a D major chord. Play D major. First finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the high E on the 2nd fret, and then 3rd finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then from the D, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D string 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about using something called C major 9, where you do the first finger on the D string 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the A string 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major 9. It sounds really happy. So kind of through our intro and our verse, we got kind of that G major, D major, C, C. And a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 actually, or at least this kind of feel, would be kind of a down, down, up. So if you kind of take the G and try that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down. That through our chord progression. We have D, down, up, D, down, up, C, down, up, C, down, up, G, down, up, D, down, up, C, down, up, C, down, up. Now we'll basically be repeating that until we get to our pre-chorus. Now our pre-chorus, we go to E minor, and when we play E minor, first finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the D string 2nd fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now you may also want to think about putting the 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret, pinky on the high E string 3rd fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor 7, and it sounds really sad. And then from the E minor on our pre-chorus, we're going to go into an A major chord. When we play A major, first finger goes to the D on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the B string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about kind of taking the 3rd finger and going to the B string 3rd fret, pinky on the high E string 3rd fret. That sounds something called an A7 sus. If you're kind of digging on kind of that E minor 7 voicing, you may want to think about that for the A's. And then we go to C major, and then we go to our D major. So we try that with our down, down, up. We'd have E minor, down, up, E minor, down, up, A, down, up, down, down, up, C. Our chorus part, which kind of mixes up a lot of the things we're talking about. So we have G, down, up, B, down, up, C, down, up, C, down, up, G, down, up, D, down, up, C, down, up, C, down, up, D, down, up, B, down, up, C, down, up, C, down, up, D, down, up, B, down, up, B, down, up, B, down, up, G, down, up, B, down, up, C, down, up, C, down, up, D. And then we kind of pick it up on the D's, and you may want to kind of work kind of downs and kind of kill it to kind of punctuate that part on the D's. Harry, and then we go back to or Harry, and then we go back into kind of our intro part, and then we'll be repeating a lot of those parts until we get to our bridge part. And on our bridge, we kind of write out the D major, and then we go to the C major, G, D. Along with the recording, instead of starting on a G major chord, they're actually starting on a B flat major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo And if you put the capo on 3rd fret, then now your G major is really a B flat major, your D major is really an F major, and your C is really an E flat major, and the E minor is really a G minor chord, your A major is really a C major chord, and yeah, so it's a little bit different, but you can still kind of kick it off with that intro lick with kind of that 2-4-2-0-2-0, and then we'd be going into our verse part where we got the G down and B down and C. Pre-chorus part. So we have our E minor, A, C, D, and then from there, we'll be going into our chorus part. So we have our G, B, C, G, B, C, G, our D, and then from there, we'd be going back into our intro part. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down up, you can kind of work a bass note into the chord. So on the G, you'd have the low E for your bass. On the D, you'd have the D for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. On the E minor, you'd have low E for the bass. And on the A, you'd have the A for the bass. So we tried our verse with a bass down up. We'd have G with low E bass, D with D bass, C with an A bass, G with low E bass, D with D bass, C with an A bass, G with low E bass, D with D bass, C with an A bass, G with low E bass, D with D bass, C with an A bass. And then we'd be going into our pre-chorus part, so we tried that way. We'd have E minor with low E bass, A with an A bass, C with an A bass, D with the D bass. Our next chorus. We tried that with that pattern. We'd have G low E bass, D bass, C with an A bass, G low E bass, D with D bass, C with an A bass, G low E bass, D with D bass, C with an A bass, D with the D bass, D with D bass, G low E bass, D bass, C with an A bass, G with an A bass, D with D bass, hit, and then our D accent, and then we pick it back up on G to kind of lead into our bridge part. So we tried our bridge with basses. We'd have D with the D bass, C with an A bass, G with low E bass, D with the D bass, C with an A bass, G with low E bass, D with the D bass. And then from there, we'll be going into our next chorus. So we've got the G, D accent, and then we'd be going into our outro part, which is kind of like our first part. G, D, C, G, D, C, G, D, C, G, D, C. Then that last time we got the G, D, and our C, but then you may want to hit a C, D with kind of downs, and then G at the very end. It's a little weird, kind of that C, C, D, G. But that's the basics of how you could strum along with Harry Christmas. So good luck and Harry Christmas.